Everybody, and welcome to Guineith's podcast. Today, I've got to speak on an issue, and it's a controversial issue. So, some of you are probably not going to like what I've got to say, but that's just tough bickies, because I have my freedom of speech too. Yeah, I just want to say today that the state of Victoria in Australia is putting gay marriage legislation through and debating it in the Parliament. Now, gay marriage is something that is just really damaging. It's, you name me one society in the whole history of the planet that has survived more than one generation where gay marriage has been normalised. I can tell you where this is going to end. And it's going to end in Pompeii. And it's going to end in the same fate as Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? All three of those cities normalised gay marriage, and something happened to them all. The same something happened to them all. They were historically really well documented as being places where gay marriage really took off. And it ended up in all three of those cities where they were filled with porn, child porn. You can go to the ruins of Pompeii today and see all the funny shaped fountains. Far out. I don't approve of them. Far out. But, you can see all of the phallic symbols on every corner in Pompeii, and all of the art and sculpture that today would load you in prison for about 30 years if you did that sort of art and sculpture today. Okay, child porn, bestiality, homosexuality, it's just... And look what happened to Pompeii. This is no great secret. I mean, go and do a Google search on it, or whatever your favourite search engine is. Yeah. If this place... There's been no society on earth where homosexuality has been accepted culturally that has survived for more than a generation. Of course, there have been places where homosexuality has how can I say this? Where it has occurred at a low level and that the cultures have survived. Like, say, maybe 1 in 100 people was gay or whatever. And those cultures have survived for many years, but not where it's been openly, outwardly accepted. That leads to really big trouble, because guess what? There is a God in heaven. He has established a universal order, and that universal order is like this. Man, woman, come together, make babies. That's the order, okay? Man, woman, come together, spend your life together, make babies, have a family, raise them up in a godly way. That's just how it is. It's like gravity. You jump off a 100-foot high building, you're going to be a squashed spider at the end of it. That's gravity. That's a law of God. And it's sort of like the polarity of a battery. Okay? You get the 2 negative poles of a battery or 2 positive poles of a battery and join them together, you're going to get a spark. And if you hold them together, you're going to get a fire. You're going to get an explosion. That's just how it is. That's the law of polarity. There is a law of sexual polarity as well. Man, woman. Men and women are no less valuable than each other in this order. But they are different, and they're designed to be attracted to one another. Okay, guys? Now, I don't hate gay people, okay? I really don't. I do not hate gay people. I'm not opposed to them as human beings, but I'm opposed to what they do. And I can see that they're destroying themselves with their behaviour. You know, I don't hate drug addicts. I have friends who are drug users. I have friends who are gay. But my drug user friends, I'm not a drug user. I can see from the outside what they're doing is destroying themselves. But I love my friends, and, you know, I'm not going to go, oh, you're a wicked and evil person because you smoke pot. No, if they want to smoke pot, well, I'm not going to stop them from smoking pot. But their pot smoking might be damaging them. They maybe can't see that. And if I create an argument with them about it, you know, I'm only going to lose a friend, and a friend who's maybe otherwise a very nice person, other than the pot smoking, and put the vice in their alcohol, getting drunk, you know, homosexuality, whatever. Okay? But to normalise gay marriage is going to be making trouble with the universe, with God. Okay? He's established an order in the universe, and that order is man, woman, makey baby. That's his order in the universe. And you know something? I like that order. I really do. It's a good order. The other thing that's going on, which is along the same tracks, is transgender toilets. Now, this is something that completely freaks me out, okay? Because, you know, the reason why in English-speaking cultures we have male toilets and female toilets. They don't have them in France. In France, everybody uses the same dunny. We generally don't have them at home. Everybody uses the same dunny at home for a good reason, okay? Everybody uses the same dunny at home because home's a safe place, okay? And in France, they've never had a sexual deviancy of, or not that I know of. It hasn't been a problem, apparently, for them, as much as what it's been for the English-speaking people. But a certain time ago, there was a problem with English-speaking people. A particular sexual deviancy emerged of men going into women's toilets and perving on them. That's really sick. That's disgusting. I want to feel safe when I go to a public toilet. I don't want to have somebody who looks like a woman, acts like a woman, but ain't a woman perving on me when I'm going to the toilet. That completely freaks me out. That's why we have separate male and female toilets in this culture and in all English-speaking cultures. And the thing of, this is a reason why homosexuality is just really, really destructive socially, because I have friends who are males and are females, and they're friends. They're not sex partners, okay? I have learnt to handle myself that way since I was a teen. I learnt that, you can have men friends who are only ever friends. And you can have female friends who are only ever friends. And I think this is what has enabled me to maintain friendships with gay women, lesbian women, and to have them as real, true, genuine friends. And they know that I don't agree with homosexuality. They know that. And I just accept them as being human beings. But humans need a safe place on this earth. Men need to know when they're talking to other men that these men are not secretly having little fantasies about them and stuff. Women, likewise, they need to know that when they have a female friend, that female friend is really just a female friend and not, having little movies going on in their head. Okay. That's when sometimes, mostly male friends, I've had to break it off with my male friends because I found out that they have been fancied me, and I didn't fancy them. I've also had lesbian friends that I've had to cut it off with for the same reason. Yep, in my past. I've also had lesbian friends who have completely respected me. But it would be really nice to just go out there in the culture, in the world, and make a female friend and absolutely know for sure that she's completely asexual with you. But that's why homosexuality is just so destructive to a culture and a society. Oh yes, and statistically, homosexuality is strongly tied in with child molestation. I'm not saying that every gay person's a pedophile, because obviously that ain't true. I know that's not true from my own experience, but statistically, most people who are gay, lesbian, homosexual, bisexual, transgender, whatever, a high proportion of them, a much higher proportion of them than the general population, were abused as children. And a high proportion of LBGTs are also child molesters, much higher than is in the general population. And I must reiterate, not every homosexual is a child molester, okay? Just a higher proportion of them. Now, I better go. You all have a good day. God bless you all, and I shall see you later.